Alright, I don't know when, but at some point my mic got disconnected, so that's cool. While I was gone, I went to a furry convention, like for a couple of minutes. Like my mom and my sibling were going, and for a while my mom had to go drive my dad to the airport, so they're like, "Oh, you just take them to the convention. You guys can hang around, and that'll be fine. You guys can sit and wait for their friend." Man, I love Twitch. Furry convention? Yeah. And so we walked around into the artist alley, and like, I stopped dead in my tracks and turned and saw this badge. It was a digital drawing of like a furry head. It would and I wasn't invited. There was this badge. There was this furry badge. And it was a digital drawing of their character, and it was made into a little like clippy badge. It was pretty big, but like it was still good. And the price tag instantly made my stomach drop. It made me want to vomit. So allow me to tell you my mother's motives for making me walk around this convention, because I chose not to like go, because I was like, fuck, that's like $50 for one day. Not happening. Not me. Well, she sent me in there, and I see this badge. It's $300. And here's the thing. I totally believe in paying an artist what they're worth. But I've been doing art for years. And not only at that quality, but that's like stuff I've been doing for fun. And even when I take commissions, like nobody ends up paying me. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine. And I see this badge, and it's $300, and I'm like, you're kidding, $300 for a laminated drawing. Bruh, only $300? I haven't gotten paid for my art ever! No one ever has paid for my art. Ever! I have gone through the effort of constantly trying to do things to get paid for my art, and nobody wants it. So the fact that I saw these people doing art at the same or like similar quality to mine, and getting paid hundreds of fucking dollars. Oh my god, it made me actually want to vomit. It hurt my feelings so fucking bad. I'm like, I've been a starving artist for years, having to like switch career paths to actually make money. And holy shit, these people just show up here. By the way, I fucking hated it there. I got so anxious. I didn't know anybody, and also I kept walking past people who smelled fucking horrible. And I'm like, okay, guys, did we not fucking learn our lesson about fucking showering before going to a con? Fuck. Seriously, people, it was so gross sometimes. But good God, I would, that's just everyday con goers? No! Here's the thing. I've been at anime conventions all the fucking time. My mom and I have always gone to anime conventions. I've never been to a furry convention before, but I know the horrors that can happen at furry conventions, because that's like one of my favorite deep dives to listen to, is people deep diving into the horrible things that have happened at cons, specifically furry cons, because it happens the most there. And holy fuck, the last time my mom took one of my siblings to a furry con, the amount of Nazis they ran into, and they're like, yeah, no, there's like a crazy amount of Nazis. I saw so many swastikas. And I'm like, yeah, Mom, there's a lot of Nazis there. But like at anime conventions, okay, there's like such a stark difference between furries and anime fans. So, like, anime fans, they have to get up super fucking early because cosplayers have to get up at like 5 a.m. to start showering, getting makeup on, getting their wigs set, getting their costumes prepped. Everything has to be prepared. Holy fuck. It drives me insane every single time because, like, I have to get up early and my family does not get up early. But whenever it's a con for me, I'm like, I can get up early. I can be up early, no problem. But like for furry conventions, they could wake up late. All they have to do is shower, brush their suit, and put it on. That's all they have to do. And some of them skip the first 2 steps. I'm like, you're kidding. It drives me absolutely insane. And so I will tell you, none of the first movers smell bad. None of them. Not a single one smell bad. And I think that's because they have a respect for the fact that they're wearing a fucking suit. And it's the same thing with cosplayers. That's just how I think that works. However, the normal people walking around, just the people not in suits, but you know what kind of people they are. Some of them smelled horrific. I legitimately felt like I was actually going to throw up at 3 different points during this. One time, it was because of all the prices, and I'm like, I feel pathetic for not having made money thus far. And the other 2 times were because we were walking through a very crowded dealer's den, and I was surrounded by people who smelled awful. And I'm not usually the type to be super picky about it. Like, I get that you get sweaty during the day, and, like, it just happens like that. But this was not, like, day sweat smell. This is, like, I haven't showered in 3 days smell. Horrifying. I felt like I was losing my mind as well. Because, like, so in the artist alley, everything was super high priced in my head. I'm like, this is shit that I do. And it costs so much. But then, what was it? In the dealer's den, I went in and, like, we see plushies and stuff, and I'm like, okay, a lot of these things are normally priced. There were still some artists in there, and I'm like, fuck, man, I'm so envious of people who can make money like this. So, to such an extent that my mom's like, all right, so, you ready to switch over to properly doing furry art now? And I'm like, yeah. And after that, I sat in the car for, like, while they were in the con, and I started drawing some art. I got, like, 1 thing done, but, like, it's pretty decent. And so now I'm sitting here, I'm like, I have to do more furry art. I have to do it. I'm not bad at furry art either. Like, it's something I've drawn since, like, high school, but at the same time, it feels so weird. That's where you went wrong. You need to do furry art. Here's the thing, though. I got bullied for it when I was in high school. That's, like, what my favorite thing to draw was when I was in high school. But I got bullied so fucking much by these stupid Christian kids. And it bothered me to the extent, because, like, dude, the girl who sat next to me, she always drew wolves and really, really awful anime people. And it really pissed me off because people would see her art because she was able to do, like, hyper realistic pencil art if she was looking at a fucking picture, but she sucked at anything if she tried to make it from her head. I'm like, no, that's not how the anatomy of wolves work. No, that's not how the anatomy of a person works. No, that's not what anime looks like. And then and charge like $300 for your character here piece. Dude, oh my god. I literally, okay, I'm not gonna lie. So while I was away, I got really, really sad because one of the artists I really, really admired during 2020 passed away this year in July. And I was really sad about it because I didn't even realize they were gone because I hadn't checked up on them in a while. And so I went and looked at their page and it turned out that they had passed away. And I was really fucking sad. So I went through and I have like a folder full of a bunch of their older art and stuff. And during that time I was looking over it and I'm like, you know, it's been a long time since I've attempted to do this style and since I've like tried to do something like this. So I tried it and like realized this is something I'm fully capable of now. And with that, I started looking at a bunch of the older artists I found. And one of them did like a couple of Your Character Here pieces. And I was like, wait a minute. I could do that. But then my one thing is I'd have to figure out what to draw. I'm like low-key kind of dumb. So first things first, I want to do a bunch of like prints, buttons, badges, and whatnots because those are the things you sell at a con, and that's how I'm going to get more eyes on my work. But I also want to start setting up things that I can do more like digital art and commissions, because commissions are where it's really at, you know? I realize I'm rambling and not drawing. Give me like 2 seconds. Well, easy. Do your faves first. See, that's the hard part. My faves are always like dependent on the media I'm currently consuming. Now, I will say one thing. I very much realized that while I was away, the furry community would not put down my enjoyment of a certain media. And I was like, oh, I can draw what I want in the furry community. Because, like, the anime community fucking hates it. And I'm like, okay, well, friendly fire. But, you know, it's whatever. Lycon's not your fave? I've already drawn him. I've drawn him and posted him on my furry DeviantArt page. Oh, I totally okay. So, my furry username, draw more. I plan to, but I just have to like get the right angle. So currently, my current Von Lycan piece is like a upward angle from like, well, it would be like, here, and right like that. He's kind of in like this pose. Well, this pose. Oh wait, you can't see it. It's behind me. He's in like that pose, and like I just have to figure out more proper poses for him that really like let me draw what I want to draw. Okay. My username for my furry accounts, it was like I couldn't think of anything at the time. Like, this is when I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've drawn furry stuff. And you know what? I'm just going to make myself a furry account. Because why not? So I did. And I was like, what the fuck is my username going to be? So I, like, went, I had a friend on Discord who was like, just use a random username generator. And I'm like, okay. So I did. And I went through a couple. And then my eyes, like, were drawn to this specific one. But I'm dyslexic. So it had actually written out DJ Slick Bills. However, I'm dyslexic. I am dyslexic, and my brain will... Hina Ayo. Hold on. Hina Ayo, is that how your name is? Anyway. Hi, welcome. Hi, my name is Haya in the Cheshire Cat. I'm welcome. What a time to roll in. How's everyone doing? How's your stream? I'm drawing some art and talking about how my time at a recent furry convention was. I just came back from traveling. If you need to take a break, go ahead. Don't worry. I'll just be here. Thank you so much for the raid. Goodness gracious. Hold on. Oh, I can't. What? Let's see if I can open my browser and not have it crash. Luckily, it's working today. Sounds fun. Oh my god, thank you for the follow. Jesus. Okay, let me open up my Twitch. My computer's been really broken. I've got like a dual PC setup and it hasn't been working. So I'm just praying that nothing... Whoops. I'm just praying that nothing breaks. Good lord. If you need to run and hide, do so quickly. True. Oh, fuck, wait. Dude, I had to reset everything on my PC, so it will give me a minute. I wish things would just work for me, but they don't. Shoot. Where is this? I'm really smart. I promise. I'm super duper uber smart. I can't read. Thank you for the follow, Zelly. Nope, that's a tilt. Oh god, please. Perfect. Now I can go to my page. Good lord. Okay, so... God, my thing is... Okay. There we go, let me... I really swear I can... I can spell. Okay. There we go. I had to make sure I did that properly. Let me put this down now. Perfect. Amazingly, my browser's not crashing right now, which is the issue I've been having for whatever amount of time. It's like an on and off issue. Alright, so I will now explain my username. So, once again, random username generator. Random username generator, because I couldn't think of what in the hell to make my furry username. And I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna choose whatever random thing sticks out to me. And this is what the site said, but I am dyslexic. So I misread it with an A. And it was so funny to me. I literally ran out to the living room to tell my dad and my mom. And I'm like, listen, I feel like this would be the funniest name for me to have as a furry. And they're like, that sounds fucking hilarious. Do it. So I did. So my current furry username is DJ Slickbills with an A. But I signed up for a couple of like furry conventions to like table at, and I realized like one or two of them are pretty safe for work, and they don't want any not safe for work creators. So I was like, oh, I shouldn't use that username. I should change it. And I'm like, I don't want to change it. I really want to keep it the same. But it's really not an appropriate name. Especially when I know, like, there's minors at these things, so I can't just have a username like that. I'm absolutely gonna get in trouble if I do that. So I'm in the middle of, like, do I just change it to Slick Bills for real? Or do I have to change the whole thing? Because I don't even know what to do at this point. I also cannot... I don't think I can show any of the art from that page. Not on stream, at least. I think I made this account just for, like, not safe for work stuff. Because I was like, that's what I'm good at. So now I'm like, I don't know what to do. Because, like, some of the cons, they're like, no, we don't allow any not safe for work art. And I'm like, ah, shit. That's my best stuff. But then, like, I realized, I'm like, oh, I'm actually quite decent at doing pretty simple stuff, you know? Give me, like, a minute. Because I've been working on some 3D models as well. I started working on a Cerberus 3D model, and I'm like, she might be a good one. I don't know how to search for you on that site. DeviantArt? There's a search bar on DeviantArt, isn't there? Hold on. Don't allow me to spread false information. Give me like 5 seconds and I'll actually go hunt it down. Oh shit, it's gonna be hard to find. What if I just type in my DeviantArt? DeviantArt. And then we just go hunt down DJ Slick. We'll find him. Whoa, wait, where'd I go? Okay, my account is magically gone. Give me like 2 seconds. I have to sign into my thing. Well, that can't be right. Please? There it is. There it is. There I am. Oh, I got like one post I could share. Alright, so, yeah, no, can't, nope. You know, my art has improved since this point anyway, so there's like no point in sharing it anyway. We'll just move on. But like, I was looking at, I took pictures of like a bunch of the booths for pricing reference because I had to explain to both myself and my family of like why that hurt so bad. Cause like my mom sent me in there knowing damn well it was gonna hurt me. She was like, that was kind of my intention. Because she had seen the prices at the previous con as well, and she was flabbergasted. And here's the thing. I had a friend who told me to just start doing your character here pieces for $15 when my commissions were $80. They're like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't think you're going to make that much money from your work if you keep pricing it so high. Which, like, holy fuck, that hurt my feelings so bad. I was really upset. Okay, because here's the thing. My family is very much on the side of charge what you're worth. Charge what you spent your time on. That's what you should be doing. Very much my dad especially, because he knows a lot of artists as well. And so they're like, no, you can't be charging $30 for these commissions. You need to charge higher. So I put my prices in. I itemize everything so that it's very clear what everything is priced. And so like the average of my commission prices is about $70 to $80, which like not bad. Overall, it's not bad. But having somebody who you at the time trust tell you, yeah, no one's gonna pay for that. No one's gonna pay that amount of money. And I'm like, what? Like, oh, huh? You can't be serious, right? It throws me off, because here's the thing. They were also an artist, but just the fact of like, it's another artist who is also not making money off their art, telling you that your prices are too high and you'll never make money off your art like that because no one will pay for it. That shit burns so bad. So I went, like, after that conversation I had with them, I went to my parents and I'm like, I need more perspective because this feels ridiculous. I don't want to lower my prices. Take your own advice. Dude, exactly. So here's the thing. He was also not making any money off his art. Like, and I totally get that. I totally get, like, not being able to make money. Because here's the thing. I would get commissions, and then I would get ghosted when I'd ask them for payment. that's how most frequently my commissions go, sadly. One of my commissions, the commissioner actually came back and paid me. He had just forgotten to pay me in the first place, but he went through his finances later on. He's like, "Hey, I actually forgot. What was your Venmo so I could pay you?" So he paid for it. He gave me a little extra because he forgot about it and it was so long, and I appreciated that. Actually, I think he doubled the price. He almost doubled the price. He gave 40 more than I asked for, and I really appreciated that. I'm actually tempted to remake his piece because I feel like I didn't do a good enough job. But dude, the fact that no one ever ends up paying me, I'm like, interesting. So my art is good enough to have, but not good enough to pay for. Interesting. So I've had to sit down and go through my head of why would this happen? How do I avoid this? I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm trying to think my way through it, but I'm really struggling. What is that? What is that? Oh, that's cute. I had a picture on my phone. I was supposed to be going to look at the booth prices and stuff. So there was this persona starter kit that someone made that had these little short tails and a little a character sheet in quotes with a head bust, a paw, and the tail design, as well as a badge. And I was like, oh, cool. And I looked at the price, and the price was $150. And it was like, $150? And so I'm trying to math out in my head. I'm like, what would be the price of the materials for that tail? But then I look around at the other stuff and I'm like, oh, I get it. There was this one set of keychains. It wasn't even keychains. They're big, thick acrylic keychain type things, but they were reversible. They had one face on the front, one face on the back, right? 2 different faces. Very cool. $200. I have currently a keychain of Lilia, my favorite Twisted Wonderland character, kind of my favorite character ever. I have a keychain of him that is reversible. On one side, he's smiling, and on the other side, he's winking. Very, very cute. I love it. I got him at an anime convention for $10. And I will tell you, making a bigger one is not that much more. So I was utterly flabbergasted. There was no one here, not in the YouTube one, but welcome. There's people on Twitch. Also, welcome. I'm talking about furries. But no, I'm seeing this badge and I'm like, I know how much it costs to make those. The return you receive for doing art at a furry convention is crazy. Utterly insane. It throws me off a lot. So, there's some of these artists who will go through, and while they're at the con, people can come up and commission them for a badge. And so they often have different sizes. So I will tell you, there's a little emote style one. And so this is for one specific artist. There were a couple of them doing it, but there was one specific one that my sibling got a commission from. So there's an emote style, which is $45 for a traditional drawing that is laminated. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, you gotta make money, and you're doing a commission on the spot. That's pretty big. Then there is a medium-sized one, which is just a little bit bigger, for $70. And I'm like, okay. Then there is a large one, which is it has the name and it's got the details, and no, it's pretty dang good. And I'm like, what? Well, that's pretty cool, and that's $100. Now I will tell you, for the same price, I saw someone doing the same large size badge for about $200. $200. $200. Oh, I don't even know how to describe to you the pain I feel. Because I'm like, how do I cope? And also, how do I do that? Because here's the thing. This is the shit that I've been doing for fun for years. I have been doing it for years for fun. This is my hobby. I do this as a hobby because I can't make money off of it. But I'm seeing these people do the thing I do for a hobby and make money for it. The envy I feel. I'm new here. Not big enough price. Oh, man, Silverwolf, you don't sound familiar whatsoever. It's crazy. Man, dude, I feel like it throws me off so much. My head, I felt like my head was spinning. I felt like I was gonna pass out while I was walking to the wall at one point. Now some of the artists, I really, really admired their art. I was like, wow, your art's really amazing. But at the same time, I know damn well that I could not afford to buy their work. Not as I am now. And so my mom was talking about, she's like, oh, well, while you're doing these things, you could have your stream up on the side so you could advertise your stream at the same time. And my big concern with that is I'm a VTuber. And I feel like it kind of breaks the magic if you see my IRL face right next to my VTuber face. I feel like that's kind of weird. And also, if I got really good, like so much so, like if I got so good with my art that I was able to, like, sustain myself primarily off of my art, then I would happily make streaming my secondary. I would be streaming my art and stuff, but it wouldn't be my primary focus anymore. Currently, streaming is absolutely my primary focus because, this is where I make money, and this is where I get all my social interaction. Oh, yeah, there was this really, like, cute stand. I loved it. She had, like, this Draculaura print and stuff, and, oh, dude, like, I see these artists, and I'm so envious. Now, some of them, their work seemed, like, much more conscientious. They had more conscientious pricing and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, these seem like the sort of people who would, like, do stuff for anime conventions as well, just based on their pricing, because I don't know how to explain it. Like, they have this style that is still, like, very human, but also, I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's hard to put into words. But I was very tempted by their Draculaura. I do love Draculaura a lot, and I never get to see her. That's what it is. They basically just draw thick human bodies with animal heads. That's what they do. I was trying to figure out what in the world it was. I'm like, I can't quite see what I'm not understanding right now. I'm like a little smooth-brained, but I try my best. And I'm also a little slow with my art right now. What is going on? Let me just scoot this stuff over here. And then we'll smack the lid. Whoopah! I just realized I'm not playing music, and I should be. Thank God that did not pop up on my screen. I totally forgot I had my DeviantArt up and... Alright. Dude, my feed is a mess right now. What the fuck? Oh, I gotta watch that later. But right now, I just want, like, background... What? Okay. Dude, I'm so sick of this guy. He's such a nuisance. He's like a commentary YouTuber. He talks about, like, I guess it's drama. But I just, like, there are some of his things that he says, and I'm like, no, you're totally right. But, like, he has, like, some weird opinions that throw me for a loop all the time. I don't know. It bothers me. And then, like, how do I even describe it? This guy just annoys me. I just don't like him. He's not a bad person as far as I'm aware. I just don't like him. JDA, thank you for the follow. Jesus. Holy cow. Welcome. Hello, I'm Haya, the Cheshire Cat. I don't know if you've been here for a while or not, but I'm going to say welcome anyway. I appreciate it. I'm just drawing and pulling up Electro Swing because I like Electro Swing. Give me like 2 seconds. It's going to be loud for me. Hey, did you see the recent drip marketing for 2.6? No, because I don't play Genshin anymore. So is it the one with the lady who... Is it one of the Notland characters? The one with who looks like a lion? The lion lady? Is it that one? Happy to be welcomed? Of course. I'm trying to find the right audio thing. Did I forget BikuBot? Oh my god. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Let me do this and then I'll grab my BikuBot. Let me turn this down as well. I apologize if you're hearing double with my mic. It's playing through my speakers because I don't have my headphones plugged in. Do you like Caravan Palace? I fucking love Caravan Palace. HSR? Genshin is 5.0? No. Oh, are you talking about the healer guy? The healer guy who makes food? That guy? I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about. I haven't seen it. I also haven't been playing Honkai. But that's not because I don't like it. It's just because, like, I like Zenless more. So that's been my focus. Come on. Dude. Give me 2 seconds. Ugh, Jesus. For whatever reason, BikuBot was refusing to open. In 2.6, we're getting another Galaxy Ranger. Ooh. What are they like? Is it like... I guess I'll just have to look it up. I'm tempted to play copyrighted music, however, my VODs currently don't automatically save on Twitch because I played copyrighted music one too many times and they got mad at me. And now my VODs are on automatic private. So I have to manually like upload them, which pisses me off. Which is why I like dual stream now, because like YouTube will save my VODs no matter what. BikuBot's up now. Oh! It's the UPS Amazon truck. It's neither of those things. Are we getting a package? Oh, hell yeah, we are. I'll have to get that. I get so nervous when I see them walking up to the door because my window's right next to the door and I'm like, dude, do I look like that much of a loser right now? How much of a loser am I right now? They didn't even fucking ring the doorbell? Are they just gonna drive away without ringing the doorbell? What the fuck? Hello, Cosmo on pause. Welcome. Hi, I'm Haya the Cheshire Cat. I'm just gonna go grab a package from my door. Dude, some of those people never knock or ring. Dude, it throws me off. The fucking ring doorbell is right there. I'll be right back. There was a spider out there. I'm just doing some furry art and whatnots. Just slowly doing some furry art. I'm like, I don't have any ideas right now. I'm kind of like shit out of ideas right now. I like wait for them to do anything. Then 3 to 4 hours later, a package is baking in the sun. Dude, for real. They delivered a package and left it, and it looked like they attacked it. I believe that. I fully believe that. Here's the thing. We've had, like, packages come in. So, I recently got my Quest 3 for streams and stuff. And they dropped off the package, and it looked like it had almost been torn into already. And I was like, what the fuck? Luckily, the internal box for my Quest itself was actually just fine. Because we had shipped it with the headset and extra battery pack. So it actually, it was just fine. And they were just combined into one box, as well as my dad's Sherlock set. But it's crazy. I see stuff like that, and I'm like, you're kidding. It's not that hard. Just set it down. Don't, like, what are you, kicking it across a football field? Damn, dude. Throws me off. There was a big-ass spider, though, and I almost stepped on it and scared the shit out of me. Oh, my God. Okay. I am going to complain so much right now. Okay, my siblings are fucking assholes. They do not clean up their shit in the bathroom. Like, they leave wet towels and clothes all over the floor, and it pisses me off because I'm like, I have to share the bathroom with you guys. What is your deal? So last night, there was a wet towel. Like 3 wet towels, but there was one on the floor, like, next to the toilet. I'm like, come on, guys. And I pick it up. There's a fucking little millipede underneath the fucking, like, maybe it was a centipede. I don't know. I wasn't gonna count the fucking legs. But there was this little, like, thing under the towel after I picked it up. And I swear to God, I almost fucking pissed myself. I lost it. I, like, jumped up and, like, skedaddled. I skedaddled, grabbed the fly swatter, ran back, and slapped it on the floor, and just fucking like to make sure it was dead. It was dead. Okay? Because I swear to God, if I have to have fucking bugs in my damn bathroom because they won't clean up, I'm gonna lose my shit. I am terrified of bugs. I want you to know that right now. I am so scared of bugs. And, like, we already get earwigs and shit because it's just, like, the state we live in. Honestly, I can't wait until winter again, even though I won't get to see as much of the sunlight, just for the fact of, like, no more fucking earwigs and way less spiders. Because for whatever reason, my room is always having earwigs and spiders. I don't leave food out. I don't do anything. My room should not be attracting bugs, but it's right next to the fucking front door, and they keep getting in here. Worthy trade. Dude, it's what I need. It's what I need. I don't care. You know what? I could deal without the sunlight. I'm pasty and white as it is anyway. I literally looked down at my arm yesterday and was like, wow, holy shit. And my mom thought I was looking at the floor and she's like, what? And I'm like, no. I'm just white. And, yeah, I am. I'm very white. But, like, it was surprising. What was I saying? Oh, right, the fucking bugs. Okay, so, the only reason I can think of that the bugs are getting in is that my room is right next to the front door. There is somehow that they are getting in the front door. It's like somebody's not closing it properly. It's not getting locked right away. I don't know how they get in, but they do. And they get directly into my room because it's the first door there and it's warm. it's warm, and it's dark, and it's like dim. It's dim because I usually have my curtains closed, and I have a light in the back of my room just so that it goes directly into my closet so I can actually see shit in there because I'm paranoid. Check for spawners. Dude! I wish I could figure it out. We had bug people come in and spray in my room, and we had to get them to come in twice because there were so many damn bugs and spiders everywhere, all over our house, inside, outside, and I couldn't figure out how the fuck it was happening. So every time I saw one of those stupid fucking bugs, I'd have to kill it. But there was this... Oh my god. Okay. My siblings are assholes a second time. So they do not properly close the back door when they go in and out from outside, which includes the... Spiders are nice, though. Maybe for you, okay? Okay? Maybe for you. But I had a brown recluse in my closet that I had to kill because those fuckers are not nice. They're brown recluses. And I live in an area... I hate moths. You know what? That's valid. One of my siblings also doesn't like moths. All the more reason for them to learn to close the door. I rolled over my blanket with my chair, and now it's like 1,000 inches longer. No, it's uneven. Sag. Holy... Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. Sag. Okay. Wait, where was I? What was I saying? I had one flown into my ear. You couldn't see it, but I went to like cover my ears. Oh no, I don't like it. It's really funny because you sound, dude. Ugh. Oh god, sorry. Ugh. Oh, it's giving me like shivers and shit. I gotta take my sweater off. I'm overheating because I've got 2 PCs running in my room. And I'm hot. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Oh my god, I have to tell you a story. This will never leave my fucking brain. This is another reason why I'm like partially so fucking scared of spiders. So, while I was in my uncle's nasty ass, not clean vehicle full of garbage with him and his fucking friends, okay? So, him and his friends were in the front seat, and he made me sit in the back seat. Now, the back seat is full of even more trash than the front seat. And I'm like, fine, whatever. I just need a ride to this place, and I'll do anything to socialize at this point. Whatever, who cares? So I'm sitting in the back seat, and they start pulling out of the driveway, but he hits a hard stop. He, like, hard bumps it, and something falls into my shirt. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I look down. There's a live fucking spider in my cleavage. And I scream, and I, like, just scoop it out, and I, like, slam the door open, and I rush out of the car. And he's like, the fuck's your problem, Spaz? And I'm like, you son of a bitch, clean your damn vehicle, you loser. No, because stories start with, I was with my uncle. Keep in mind, my uncle is only 2 years older than me. So, like, 1 second. I heard a knock. I think it was just air pressure within the house. I was in the bathroom once and a tarantula-looking thing came out under my bath. I don't know how, but I jumped like Spider-Man on the edge of the bath, which is like half a centimeter wide. Dude, I've been there. I swear, I lose my shit with like something crawling out from where I would not expect. Also, hold on, out from under the bath? Is it one of those like baths that have legs and don't touch the floor like those? Because if that's the case, that's fucking nuts. That's even more impressive. Also, I'm very scared of spiders, and especially because in this state, we have a high ratio of very, very dangerous spiders like black widows and brown recluses. So, I'm scared of them. I was in the bathroom and got into the shower, only for a lizard to vibe on the shower. No! That is... No, we like ripped the wall of the... Why? Why would you do that. I would literally never. Dude, I remember when my mom and I were like building up our old house in our hometown, and we had to get rid of the toilet to like replace it, but the guys were like, "Oh yeah, no, we can't actually get you your toilet in the today." And we're like, "Wait, so we tore out a toilet for nothing?" So for a long while, we did not have a toilet. So anytime we wanted to go to the bathroom, we had to go to a nearby gas station, which was like kind of funny. Kind of a funny situation to end up in. Oh my god, I love how this was supposed to be an art stream of me talking about furry shit, and now I'm talking about spiders and not drawing at all. Oh my god, I don't know if I've shown it, but I have like furry art of my current model. Well, not my current model. Technically, it's the previous model. I have furry art of my VTuber. Cause like I was thinking of selling it at a convention at some point, and since it's like, it's not truly based on the model, I think it'd be fine, but I do think I'm gonna contact them anyway. There's my artwork. Dude, I can't imagine like yoinking out the front like edge of the bath. I can't imagine what that would do for you. Well, there was also a point where we had to rip out one of the walls for the bathroom, and so like anytime you went to the bathroom, you could not go into the room next to the bathroom either. It leaked. Then we got fixers, or whatever they're called, to fix it, and they left bottles under the bath. Now, you're kidding. Wait, are you telling me that your contractors were drinking on the job? Dude, that's nuts. I wouldn't even be surprised though. Do you know how many shitty contractors there are? It's nuts. I saw this girl who like legit she like was like trying to renovate her own bathroom, and then she realized, fuck yeah, I just need to get a contractor to do it for me so that I can get it done. And he kind of like, he charged her a bit of a high price, but you know, she's like, all right, well, it's okay, because as long as it's done, it'll be fine. Well, this guy starts the job, he rips out her sink and like tears up the tile and then leaves and never comes back. He leaves with her money, and her bathroom never gets fixed. Which, crazy. Can you make me a pursuit? I want one. Like a fursuit? Hold on, a pursuit. You've got to mean... hold on, let me look at a keyboard. P is nowhere near F. Can you make my, my fursuit? Okay, okay. I have to assume it's fursuit because no other answer makes sense to me right now. Let me go to my homework folder. I forgot that was my heart! I got stun-locked by my own work. Let's just, it's near, send, then. I'm in fur. That makes sense. That makes sense. I figured. Make you a fursuit. Oh, no. I can't sew that well. I can do some sewing. Like, I've done, like, a couple of cosplay sewing projects. And I've remade some wigs. And all that. I, like, really densified one of these wigs I had. Sorry, I keep hearing things and it scares me. What am I... okay, I think I'm misunderstanding a lot. Do you want me to draw your fursuit? Anyway. Here, let me... real quick. I want to actually doodle something. I have to think of a fun pose that's going to be fun. Anyway, yes! That makes sense. Draw you a fursuit. I could, actually. I got a handful of designs that I've got, like, packed away right now. Just because, like, I don't know what to do with them. I don't really use them myself. I've got, like, 2 of them that I keep for myself because they're, like, lore-wise, my little guys. Make it gay as possible. Oh, that's easy. Most furries are gay. Most of the furries, it is primarily Gay men. Gay men. I'm sorry. Let's go. If I go to my current... Oh, I totally forgot about DJ right there. I got these. Oh, I totally forgot about my Rainbow Road. I gotta show you guys Rainbow Road. I've got a couple of different furry designs that I have, like, for myself. I adopted Rainbow Road and, DJ. But DJ didn't have a name. Or just a head. Well, I will tell you, there's very few ways to just make a head gay. I don't think I can do a couple of those on stream, but I'll try my best. Let me go into my homework folder again. We're not gonna worry about it. We'll just... Actually, let's see how well I can just sketch out a head real quick, because it's been a little bit. If I just draw an anthro head with LGBT colors. But which ones? Do I go with the rainbow or the homosexual man ones? I'm very special. I'm the only one watching on live. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Very, very special. Let me... I got this. I've totally got this in the bag. Dude, I have drawn so little furry stuff as of late that, like, it kind of makes me sad. Because, like, man, furry people were so nice about my art. Rainbow is safe, bet unless said otherwise. I'm non-binary, kind of... Ooh, very valid. I am also non-binary, but I don't tell a lot of people... Because I got made fun of for it, like, a lot. And, like, no matter what I tell people, people never respect what I say, so I don't really care. There we go, and... Plus, I just stick with, she, her pronouns for, like, my VTuber stuff. It's easier. Well, at least for this VTuber. My other VTuber had, they, them pronouns, but, like... People very rarely stuck to that. I still got so many weird dudes in my DMs and stuff who were like, oh, hey, girly. And I'm like, yeah, they, them. Exactly. Let me... Jeez it. Well, you know, at least I'm capable. I'm actually doing a decent job. If I just... I apologize if my tracking gets a little wonky because I'm turning away and my mic's kinda in the way. Sorry. My mic is a little bit in the way as well, so when I turn my head, it might be getting really messy and it might twitch out in a bunch of stuffs, but you know, suffer. This is off the cuff, by the way, so I don't. Since I have no idea what I'm drawing, I'm just going ham. I'm kinda just feeling it out. And I've been looking at like kimono heads a lot. I'm so tempted. Face reveal, face reveal, face reveal. Never. Though I will say, I've done technically face reveals because I've got cosplay pictures and stuff up with my previous VTuber. Not this one though. I haven't posted any of my cosplay stuff here because I feel like it's easier not to. Though I will say, I do look kinda close. I do look kinda like the in-between point of Haya and Heyo. Hold on, let me zoom out. I feel like I've done something wrong. I definitely have. Hold on. I now see the problem. head. Don't mind me. I'm just so good at art. Totally. Definitely the bestest at art. And then if I just had to look over. I'm like, wait, I'm not covering up my own art right now, am I? I'm not. Thank goodness. This is one of my concerns because I have a weird little problem where I keep forgetting that you can't always see it with how I sit here. Down. I always see a bunch of people who are like super opposed to drawing furry stuff. They're like, I don't care. I'm not gonna draw animals. I'm not gonna draw furries. That's so lame. And then they look at the pricing that they could get paid for it, and they're like, well, you know, sure, why not? Post it as fan art for me. I will make it a fursuit, dude. Valid. Here, give me a second. If you want, you can join my Discord. I don't know if I have it in the links properly on YouTube, but I know that I have it in on Twitch. Let me go check on my YouTube stream. Make sure everything's properly fitted. I have to go open up a tab just for my boys. Sorry, I totally forgot. I got distracted. Let me. There she is. If I go jump. 2 more links. Okay, my Discord server is in my about section. I only have YouTube. Don't worry about it. If you go to my channel, in the about section, that's where you'll be able to get my Discord link. The link to my Discord. That way, I'll be able to post the art in there, and you can get it. I will say, making it based on your name is making this a little easier now. So I've got basic shapes, and then if I do this, don't mind me. I'm just doing stuff at this point that is kind of fun to do. I don't have Discord. Shit. We'll see how this goes then. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll post it on YouTube community stuff. I'll post a YouTube community thing with the picture and then put your @ in it. Alright, now we can take this and turn it down and go in with one of my pens. Not this one, but I do love that one. Hydrate, you're right. Hold on. My cup is still... Oh, there it is. It was behind my monitor. Thank you for the hydrate. Wait a minute. My redeem didn't go off. Hold on. I have to go find my other mouse. I have to find the mouse that controls my stream PC. Not my stream PC. My VTuber PC. Whoops! Found it! And I have to go down here to my PC capture. And then... I apologize. This is gonna be annoying for a moment. Just ignore the fact that you can see all of my secrets right now. What was I doing? Oh wait, right. I was supposed to be fixing my blueprints. So give her a sec. She takes a minute to boot in. So with all of this, it should be through interactions. She's connected through Wi-Fi. So interactions through... hold on. Let me run over to Twitch. And I'm gonna redeem the hydrate. Uh-oh, that didn't do anything at all. That's not good. That is not good. That's not what's supposed to happen. So then I need to pull this one up. Let's just... 5-minute side quest for hydration. Technically, it's a 5-minute side quest for all of the redeems, including the ones that throw something at me. Let's see. Wait, how is it? This is a very odd problem to be having. It shouldn't be like this. It should be fine. Oh, no. So, my interaction should be set up to interact with me. And then these ones should be set up to interact with Heyo. Yeah, character 2. All I have is YouTube, no Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, just YouTube. That's insane. Well, if it helps, I will post the art on YouTube community. I'll have all my little sketches and stuff on there. That way everybody can see it. This might mean that I've got an issue with my overall thing. So let me hide this for a sec so I can make sure that I'm actually logged in properly. Because I don't wanna dox myself. Whoa, don't crash. Let's go to settings. And... oh, okay, so I, for whatever reason, got unlogged in. I can tell you how to post on YouTube to give me fan art. Don't worry, don't worry. I do know, whoa. I do know how to post on, YouTube. Don't worry, like, I post, like, community stuff. I used to do it for my, ooh. I used to do it for my, cosplay channel. Because I used to be just a cosplayer on YouTube. I made a bunch of videos for a while. And I used to be a cosplayer on TikTok too. There we go. So now... click on this. Hi, baby! My cat's back. So now... perfect. Now if I go in over here... perfect. It works again. No problems. No worries. I'm gonna shut my door and keep my cat in here. Alright, back in the chair. Really, because I looked and you have nothing. But not on this account. This is my VTuber account. But, no, my very old Actually, let me go check on any of those posts, because one of them is decently popular still. So let me go to my channel. 45,000 views. That's kind of funny. Wow. That's crazy. So if I go to my videos and sort by most popular, yeah, so it goes from 45,000 views, and then the next most popular one is 5.9 thousand views. So the you can tell that the one thing I use to target very specifically the fandom that I was in, I targeted them specifically because the thing that I was doing specifically was for manga fans, but then later on when it came out in the anime, it got even more popular, and it's still very popular because it's a very popular ship. Oh, my neck broke. Give me a sec. There we go. Woogly, woogly, woogly. I'm under your bed. Well, there is a lot of space under my bed, but I would suggest getting out soon because I am about to dismantle it to make a new bed. My hand's in the wrong place. Ah! My neck. I feel like that's one of the funniest things to me is seeing it break. Oh, that's right. I just remembered. I'm gonna have to set up the milk redeem again. That is gonna be something else. Dude, I spent so much time just making the milk redeem look the way I needed it to. And then I made it super expensive so that nobody could get it. Because I knew that people weren't going to go for that. They would much rather go for, like, the voice redeem. I'm using people's points against them. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying the electro swing. I'm also getting distracted and not doing my art. So let's go... Well, that's not right. That's my shade brush. This one... let's go down to a 10. Yeah, that works. And then we're gonna take this. We're just gonna make it more opaque so that I can properly resize it. Ooh! What's up there? You're stuck. Come here. Hello. You are a baby. Oi! Ow! Get your tail. Say hi. You have nothing to say? I love you. She's mad. She doesn't want to talk. She's so, like, camera shy. She does not like having, like, being on mic and stuff. She won't talk, which is so crazy because she's so talkative. You are. I love you. Fine. I'll let you go. She's just being a dingus. Alright. We're just gonna do a proper big one. This is why I make these really big canvases. No! Wee. You're dingus. There we go. That should be fine now. And then we'll turn down the opacity. And... if I go to actual screen size, this should be fine. Hi! No, we're not gonna do that. She's trying to push my, one of the phones off my desk. Stop. No. Stop this. Behave yourself. What is your deal? She's a dingus. She's crawling up on the window now. So she still finds a way. Stop! Stop! No! Don't. She's rubbing against my camera and it's making everything shaky. She is so spoiled, I tell you. Stop! 5 minutes. Good lord. She cannot behave herself. I made a mistake. I should have done this on vector layers so I could delete the line art better, like any mistakes. 3 phones for 1 family, 1 for furries, 1 to rule them all? No, I have 1 phone. I have my one. Hachi! Stop! Stop it! Stop! You're so spoiled. You can sit right here now. Good lord. Ew. No. I have 1 phone. I have my own 1 phone, but then there is a second phone. This is the home phone, but I also end up using it for like full body tracking. Also, if I ever do a collab with my dad, I use it for my face tracking and stuff because it works out. It just be like that. Holy cow. She's being such a little dingus, though. She's so spoiled. I don't know. But that's on me. I can't help it. I really should have done vectors. Maybe it's not too late. We'll just do it this way. Oh man, I really had that perfect line on the first one. And then... the vectors do just make like the line art process so much easier because like let's say you go over but you want to keep the arch. Oh no, whatever will I do? I better go grab my vector eraser and just wham, 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 wham. I swear it like streamlines my work so much. Rather than sitting there and having to individually go in and erase all of the things. It's so frustrating. So having those few precious seconds, it really helps. Bam, bam. It also helps you choose the direction of stuff a little easier. Because you've got options. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I need to re-download the close and fill tool. So... and erase. Makes things so much easier. It's so comfortable being able to do it this way. So I've got nice smooth lines. And let's say I liked the like thickness of this line, but I didn't like how it like arched. I can legit just like redraw the line and keep it. But I don't want to do that. I just think that's a really handy tool. Just personally. That's like one of the biggest parts of like why I switched over to doing vector layer line art. Now keep in mind, you can't color on a vector layer. It just doesn't work. You cannot color, you cannot blend, and you can't fill, like you can't alpha lock and then fill in all of that with like different colors. That's not an option. It would be cool if it was, but it's just easier with those layers to add a layer, clip to lower layer, and then do the coloring. I'm like looking over it and just like remembering how I used to do this back in high school. And I'm like, dude, I really was ahead of my time. Because like furry art was a thing, like quite popular at that time as well. But it's just, I went to a Christian school and I already got ostracized because I was like openly not straight and not cis and not Christian. And so the school really hated me. It was ridiculous. Alright, see, this is the easiest way to clean up lines. I'm smooth-brained, I'm so sorry. And so, I feel like this just gives me more time to focus on the details that I really want to focus on. Which is kind of nice. Because a lot of times you end up, like, drowning in the portions you... Oh, I'm stupid. You end up drowning in the parts you don't really want to do, which can suck the life out of you. But then, like, you know, you end up, like, smooth parts like this. And it's like, oh, man, that looks nice. I like that. And you're just like, man, I wish it could only be this part. And so sometimes you can just, like, glide past some of the parts you don't like by using the tools at your disposal. And I know people say, like, certain things that digital artists do is cheating. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think that's silly. I also use super high resolution canvases. Like, this is a 4K canvas with 600 DPI, because I'm like, well, I can't just let it be a low-res big boy image. I want a big boy image, and if I size it down, it'll be fine. I'd rather have to size down a big image than to size up a small image, because if it's a small image, you're more likely to get, like, pixelization and grossness on your images, which I can totally understand not wanting. Versus with, like, a big image becoming smaller, you just have to worry about clarity. And as long as you're not making it too much smaller, clarity shouldn't even be that much of an issue. And actually, with a vector layer, you shouldn't have too many issues with clarity anyway. So if I were to transform this and make it small. So yeah, what it does with a vector layer is it actually takes the lines that you drew and then turns down the pixel size of the brush. And so this is what it is like at a smaller pixel size with that brush. So if I go a little bigger, or a little bigger, you can actually see that this is still the same brush type. It's actually just making the lines themselves smaller, so your clarity should never be an issue. That's another reason why you should use vector layers. This is just like a personal little PSA from me, I guess. Sorry, people outside of my room are doting on the dog, and now my cat's getting jealous. Give me a minute, I'll let her out. Alright. Cat is out, and I've moved my fan, so it's blowing on me, because I'm really heating up now. But, like, yeah. I wanted to be, a furry artist when I was younger, but, like, I kind of got shunned for it. And so I started working on just like normal anime art, which was I was pretty decent at as well. And so that's what I've worked on, is like primarily humans now. But now I have like a really good perspective for both. So I really want to be a professional artist. That's what I've wanted like this whole time. And I became a streamer, like a VTuber specifically, because I was like, oh, I'll make my VTuber model, and then the first thing people will see when they see me is my art. Which, like, didn't work out. Because, like, people would see me, see my model, and then, like, not care. It didn't really matter to them. So occasionally I'd get comments like, oh my god, I love your model, it's so unique. And I'm like, thank you! And I'm like, yeah, thank you, I made it myself. I do art, and I like doing commissions and stuff. And they're like, that's so cool. And then they'd leave, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so now I use a 3D model that I did not make. Though I am working my way back up to making, like, 3D models. Currently I make, like, 3D figurines. Or figures, I guess, not figurines. Your model's pretty amazing. This one definitely is. I love it a lot. I paid like $60 for it. It's a very nice model. And then I like customized a couple of pieces, and I've got outfits and stuff for it that I paid for as well. It's very pretty. I like it a lot. I just wish I could make it myself. But 3D modeling, when it comes to like all of this technical stuff, is one of the hardest parts for me. I don't like this song. This one's boring. Sorry. We're going back to my favorite one. This one's my favorite. I do agree. 3D modeling for work. I do 3D modeling for work and I hate it. That is fair. I made a 3D model, and I posted it in my Discord here. Let me pull up an image. I should have one on hand. Give me like 2 seconds. It'll take a bit. Where's my Discord? There it is. But yeah, I made this little 3D model, and I had it all set up so that I would be able to like try and pose it and stuff, only to realize it had a lot of polygons, like a crazy amount of polygons, which kind of sucks, because that's not really what you're trying to go for when you're trying to do a model like this. You want as few polygons as possible while still keeping it very clear and like smooth. And so that was not a viable option. And before that, I tried using Blender, and I cannot use Blender. Like, I sat down and I hated it. I listened to tutorials, I followed everything I could, and I ran into every single possible problem. And I couldn't even get people to answer some of my problems. This is my issue with technology. Technology just hates me. But, like, let me go hunt down. My thing should be in here. Art. There it is. Okay. Let me copy this. Here we go. This was the model I made. Because I was like, oh, what a cute, fun design. I think this would be cool. You know? I imagine this would be really, really fun. It did not work out. Oh yeah, I also... Okay, so this is before I fixed a couple of the problems I had. So this is after the shoes were done, but not before I fixed the horns. So I had like a handful of issues. Also, this was before I made her pupils horizontal, because I like goat eyes. She's very, very sweet. I think she's a fun character, and I think she would have been really, really cool if I was able to make her work, but I'm just not that smart. So currently I'm working on like little figurines. Very horny. I mean, technically, yeah. Though I did love her. I loved this design. I had a lot of fun making it. It was a lot of work, but like every time I sat down to work on it, I was actually having fun. I just really wish it had worked out. It's kind of sad it didn't. I tried to make a more simplified version of it. It just didn't look quite right. The more simplified version did have a proper mouth, so I don't know if you can tell, but like this mouth does not open. That mouth doesn't open. But on the like fixed one, it did open. The mouth would open and everything was all set and it looked good and things were like simplified so that it would have fewer polygons. But then I realized you can't make things transparent in Blender, so I couldn't have the transparent sleeves like I had intended, which sucked. And so I was like, okay, well, that's fine. I mean, either way, I'm gonna have to make them transparent in Unity, so like that doesn't matter. It was such a process, and I couldn't figure out bones, and so that's where I've left that model. Sadly. But you know, one of these times I might come back to it and see if I can do the rest. There we go. Oh yeah, so I can't remember if I mentioned it properly, but like, okay, artist I really admired passed away in July of this year, and I was really sad. And so I went to go find all their artwork, and I looked at it, and I was like, oh, this is so crazy. I see the things they do, and I remember that I adopted a lot of their stuff when I was younger. Like during 2020, I had like looked into their stuff, and I spotted them through like a October challenge they did. What bands you recommend for electro swing? I can't. I cannot recommend any bands for any genre because I'm not good at identifying them, and also I barely know when I'm listening to them. Usually, the only one I have is Caravan Palace. That's kind of the only one. I'm not very good at identifying the music I listen to. I just listen to it. And I don't listen to much electro swing anymore. It's kind of just like my go-to whenever I have like stream music. I'm not super great with music. I don't understand what I'm listening to. I primarily listen to Vocaloid stuff anyway. Oh my god, my stuff is yelling at me about not having storage. Let me go take a look at my like current library. I've got like an old rock playlist. I've got I've got like a I don't know how to describe my library. I've got. You like the beeps and boops? I do. I've got so many different playlists, but like it's hard to describe what exactly they are. Like, I've got a playlist of just like foreign music that I like. A lot of it is like J-pop stuff, but like it's kind of just a mix of whatever I like. And it's currently got I don't know how many songs are in here. Hold on, let me go to the bottom. Oh, that's not even the... Okay. There's 356 songs on it right now. Not as much as you would expect, but you know, it's a decently big one. Plot twist, it's all anime openings. No, it's not. It's got some songs from like Project Sekai as well. And then, you know, it's got a handful of like covers and stuff. As well as the song My Bread Was Burnt to a Crisp, because I like that one. Dude, there's so many songs I absolutely adore. There we go. I do just have a lot of ones in here. There are some from like anime. There's also some from Milgram. Because I fucking love Milgram. They got good ass music. I gotta redo this line. And there we go. That's better. I'm like kind of always out of it, and I'm trying not to be, but it's just I can't help it. My brain's smooth. Eyebrow slit? Tempting. Tempting. Especially with furries. There's like tons of furries just with an eyebrow slit. I want to start with... Woo! Cunty eyelashes. Because I can't help myself. And then just clean these off. Oy, sorry. Oy. I got thrown off because I saw a bunch of birds outside, and I was like, what the fuck? They're just flying between the trees. You know, if my cat was in here, she would see that, but like, you know, she couldn't behave herself for 5 minutes. I'm a person who believes in bean brow supremacy. I like them thick. And then... we just gotta... and now if we zoom out... No, we'll do one of the end ones. I always wonder if, you know, if it'll work out, but most of the time it doesn't. Perfect. And then... oh, Jesus, sorry. My eye felt weird. Nope, that was wrong. And... perfect. See, this is the part about vector layers that I like, is I'm gonna be able to just like, this, well, this is going through that. Easy. Oh, Cheez-Its. Oh, yeah. One more. What games do you play? Primarily Zenless Zone Zero at this point. I also play rhythm games, like on mobile and stuff. And a couple of, like, Josei Muke games. But, like, I don't play a ton of games overall, if we're being realistic. I primarily spend most of my time drawing and, like, doing art stuffs. That's, like, my one passion. And then gaming is, like, a side hobby. And then, whoop! Come on. Wow. There we go. I think that one might have gone over a little. Just... it's the fucking music. That threw me off so hard. Oy. Sorry, yawn. I'm also thinking of, oh, I played Genshin for a long time, but I stopped playing because I got sick of it. Like, they treat their players pretty fucking poorly, and I don't like it, and I got tired of it. And when Zenless came out, I was like, fuck, that's my game. When Honkai came out, like Honkai Star Rail came out, I was like low-key just playing it until Zenless came out. And so now, I've got my Zenless account. And that's what I play most of the time now. I've made like a bunch of different ones so that I got the perfect account for me. Oh, okay. So, at the same time as I don't really play much games, I am a stupid Pokemon nerd. Like, I'm not one of those ones that's like, I'm gonna find the best way to beat other people online in battle. I'm somebody who's just like, I have to play the game. It just looks so fun. I have to play them all. I love Pokemon. Which never works out for me. Because, for whatever reason... Sorry. For whatever reason, I just... Like, it was like one of the first games I was able to play by myself and have to myself on my own little console. Because I had Pokemon Pearl. That was my very first one that was mine. And I didn't have to share with anyone. Pokemon Tier List was one of my favorite streams of all time. Valid. I think... I know as my previous VTuber, I was with a friend at one point when we were doing a Pokemon Smasher Pass. Which, like... I don't know, I think my tastes in Pokemon are pretty vanilla, you know? Just the ones that look kind of human-y. All the ones that are like furry bait, those ones make sense, you know? I can handle those. I don't know why people were so weird about a lot of those. But at the same time, Oh, but yeah, no, I'm a big old Pokemon nerd. I just like playing the games. But if I'm not interested in the game, hear me out. Instead, vanilla option. Opinion. Exactly. Here's the thing. So many people, they're like, come on, that's the lame one. That's such a lame choice. And I'm like, no. I just don't want a fucking animal. I feel like that's quite simple, you know? That shouldn't be shunned. Should not be frowned upon because I don't want a fucking animal. Like, that should not be a hear me out moment. It's fucking weird. So many people were like, come on, be a little adventurous. I'm like, no. No. Not happening. You know what's funny? So with my current thing that lets me stream on YouTube and Twitch, I get a notification every single time on my stream when I've gotten 100 messages in stream. And it kind of makes me giggle every time. Because I just like to see it and I'm like, huh. I hit 100 messages just now. Silly me. And so, I always wonder at what point it'll reach that again. It's kind of fun. I wonder if I could, see it, track that for my friends as well and see, when they reach those numbers. I'd like to see it for as many people as possible. I just think it'd be cool. Do you ever get sad if it takes too long? Nah, not really. I kind of forget about it until it happens. Just for the most part, because it's like one little message that pops up and then slowly goes away. And I'm like, huh, weird. And so, for a while there, it would happen within the first 20 minutes of stream, and that always surprised me. But I never mentioned anything about it. It would just make me go, huh. But when it happens later, I don't really mind. I don't really care. It's not a big deal. Plus, a lot of times I'm streaming not... I've gotten to the point where I have to be streaming not to get more people to talk, but just because I really want to stream. And so if people are just here, I'm chilling with it. Because I'm the sort of person that lurks in other people's streams, so I don't feel upset when other people lurk in my streams. Because I've got a couple of buddies that I know lurk in my stream. And I figured it out because I have this little... Oh, wait. I didn't open it today. I have stream avatars. And so if somebody is just, lurking in my chat, they'll actually pop up in my stream avatars. Except for right now. I've got the Bang Boo thing on. So they won't pop up unless they do the little command. Sadly. I should have opened up my stream avatars because I should have had it going just so I could get another bang boo. Oh yeah, okay. Woo! So, I think I mentioned it earlier, but I realized that, like, the furry community, they kind of just do what makes them happy. People will just buy art of the Sona of the artist and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's so crazy. You don't have to draw fan art. You can draw your own characters. A lot. That's what I love to do. I like drawing my characters. But then also, they can draw characters of, like, whatever fandom they like, and, like, people will just buy it. And I'm like, holy shit. I can draw this thing, and people won't judge me. People won't hate me. Because, like, in the anime community, people are super fucking picky about, like, the stuff they'll buy from, which I totally understand. You want stuff from the fandom you like, but furries just want cool art, and it throws me off so much. Because I've been, like, a really big fan. I was, like, a really, really huge fan of My Hero for a long time. But then I got super uncomfortable in the fandom because during the lockdown, fandom etiquette kind of went out the window. And so now most people don't have proper fandom etiquette, which is why you hear of, like, so many incidents that happen online that are even more ridiculous and drastic than the ones that we had back in the day. Like the Nagito Kinney who fucking cut off his finger, which wasn't real. They didn't actually cut off their finger, but it was a really funny thing to talk about. And then there's also, like, the Homestuck Sharpie bath, which, like, holy shit, you fucking dyed your skin with Sharpie? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it caused damage, but it didn't, like, it wasn't that bad. But, like, now you have shit like the Has-Been Hotel Alistair cosplayers in blackface. And you're like, how? He's got, like, skin tone face. Why would you do blackface? It was, like, you're like, how? How does this happen? And, like, people will think back, they're like, oh, well, what about those Hetalia cosplayers who wrote fan fiction about natural disasters? And I'm like, they didn't go in public spewing hatred. There is a very different level of which fandom is on right now. Like, usually I'm very much on the side of, like, no, I think things improve. But Homestuck is truly one of the fandoms of all time. Dude, I was a huge Homestuck fan when I was a kid, and every so often I go back to my Homestuck phase just to enjoy the feeling I had. Just because I really miss feeling like that safety. I don't know what it was, but I really, really loved just like the music videos that people made and the comic. I just found it silly and fun, and I liked it. And I like the fan fictions as well. I think they're good. I like a lot of them. There's a couple of really good written ones, and you know, every so often I'll just like go back to AO3 and I'm like, well, I'll just go find one or two of my favorite ship, and then like, you know, good day. But like, I see the shit that people do now, and the thing that really shoved me out, like, it lit a fire under me to get out of the My Hero fandom, which is even when my thing was, I was a My Hero cosplayer on TikTok at the time. I had like 4,000 followers, and I was really enjoying myself. I got good views on my videos and stuff, but there was this one audio that started going around that had a very specific quote in it. And that was my push. I'm like, nope, I don't want to be here anymore. You guys are disgusting. And since I've left, even more shit has happened within the My Hero fandom. Because once again, people cannot seem to figure out fandom etiquette. There was a girl, there was this adult woman who made a My Hero OC whose power was to age up the characters so that she could date them. which is a problem. Because my personal opinion is, you know what? If you're attracted to the characters, just age them up. Don't do it in lore, because then what you have is a child in an adult body. Age them up so it's later in the timeline. Okay? So they're actually adults with adult, fully developed brains. Because I don't have an issue with aging up, but the concept of being like, I'm gonna make it so that my ability in universe is to make these children adults so that I can be with them. And I'm like, that's wrong. That's pedophilia. That's weird. That's weird, and leave. Get out. There was also the Bakugo poster, and here's the thing, I heard about all this shit while I was adamantly not amongst the fandom, and I even stopped watching and reading the content of the actual show because I'm like, no, I don't want to be anywhere near it. I don't think it's cool. I think this is awful, and I don't like any of it. So I got completely out. And it worked out for a while, and then I recently was like, you know what? I'm going to start enjoying it without going to the fandom. And so I started rewatching the entire show from the beginning, and I'm like, wow, Deku fucking sucks. He's such a stupid crybaby. So in the beginning, he really is, and it's a nuisance, and I hate it. But then as it gets further, I'm like, not bothered by it at this point. I'm on season 5 right now? I think, yeah, I'm on season 5 right now. And I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time, and it's so much so that I want to keep drawing my hero art. And I'm like, oh my god, I love it. I want to draw this, and I want to draw this. But then I pause, and I'm like, wait, I can't, because the My Hero anime fans are garbage. And then I'll draw my hero fandom, and I don't want that. And then I realized if I do it with the furry community, it's a very different situation. Because it's not so much drawing the fans of it as it is just, oh my gosh, whoa, I know that show. I know that thing. I like this art. I'm gonna buy it from you. And I like that. That is what I can appreciate that. So I'm like, I think I'm gonna start drawing it again. But just, furry. It's just, I would like to enjoy the things I enjoy properly. I just don't get that a lot anymore, I feel like I get too scared that I'm gonna end up in the wrong place again. Sorry, I'm a little in my head, and I'm very rambly today since I haven't been able to talk properly. I got home yesterday, and I had to sleep and shit, and I was tired. And now today, after stream, I'm gonna be seeing if I can take apart my bed. I have to clean up my room a little bit again. Cause when I came back, I had stuff I had to do. But I'm looking at things and I'm I don't know. I'm just trying my best to do what's gonna make me happy, which is super hard when you're struggling to figure out what makes you happy. And I know what I want to do in a lot of cases, but I'm just scared because I think it's gonna lead to an outcome that I won't like. Which is why I'm so hesitant to draw things that I like. Especially when it comes to fandoms. I'm I know this fandom, and I currently do not like fandom etiquette. So, but on Tumblr, fandom etiquette does seem to still survive, people are pretty good, which I appreciate. I think it's because fandom etiquette was kind of developed by Tumblr, and so I'm pretty certain that's why it is the way it is. Oy. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know how in the world. I think. Now I'm like thinking back on it. I'm like, I think the reason why fandom etiquette went out the window during lockdown is because people who had never been in fandoms before started getting into fandoms because they had nothing else to do. And so since they got into fandoms but didn't know how to interact with them, they would behave poorly. And now it's become just normal and status quo for people to just misbehave in fandom and do whatever they want. Now, there are also people who are like, man, I fucking hate fandom people. I hate people who write fan fiction and do ship art and do these. And I'm like, those are all things that come with a fandom. Shipping, fanfic, all of that stuff. That is just a fandom. That's what a fandom does. And it throws me off seeing it. I'm like, you're kidding. You're kidding. You can't be mad about that. That's what you're here for. What? I just don't understand sometimes. It throws me off. I'm like, I can tell which of you were never on Tumblr. Like, also, it seems like TikTok is like the most toxic place for like artists to share their art, which throws me off. I'm like, how? Why? Why? Like, what? I literally see creators get bullied off the platform so fast. And I'm like, how? Legit, how? What purpose does this serve for you to be so mean to an artist that they quit art? Like, I remember getting bullied in school for what I drew, but I didn't really care because I'm like, you guys are a bunch of Christian losers who have never questioned your faith, and you got scared when I started contemplating, what if Jesus' resurrection wasn't real? What if it wasn't actually like that? And they fucking freaked out. I'm like, okay, guys, relax. I'm playing devil's advocate. There's literally an entire belief system around the resurrection of Christ not having been true, and it literally is based on like things that they were eating and consuming during that time frame, because there were certain like herbs around their town that like actually scientifically were proven to give hallucinations and whatnot. And so let's say these people had consumed this herb and whatever, and this man came into the town and he looked similar to Jesus, and everybody is on this thing, and like they're like, oh my gosh, Jesus is back. And even if this man maybe says, no, I'm not, that's not me, nobody's gonna fucking know. So quite possibly the resurrection was not real. I'm just like, this is what I said to them. And they freaked out. They're like, that's stupid. And I'm like, you're not even going to refute it properly? Why don't you build an argument? I'm not a debate person. That was never my thing. And I was in a class full of debate kids. I was not somebody who liked to just sit and argue for the sake of arguing. But sometimes I just enjoy bringing up a thing that I thought about. I'm like, I don't know, what if this? What if? But they did not like that. Like, ever. Which sucks. It's not like I was like a critical thinker kid. I was Catholic as a child, so it's just that like as I got older and I got mistreated by Christians so much, I very much like lost my faith in religion in a lot of ways. And slowly over time I started developing a different belief system, and the fact that a teacher I trusted, like dearly trusted, he made fun of it. He made fun of it, and that really hurt my feelings because I trusted him. I had told him about my belief because I thought it was an interesting thought, and that even if he didn't believe it, he'd be like, huh, well, I'd never heard anything like that. But that's not what he did. He laughed. He laughed at me, and then later on, after I left the school but came back to visit a friend or two, I saw him and I'm like, oh yeah, I nearly died in my sleep of stress. And he goes, huh, they just don't know how deep into universes you can get. Now, keep in mind, this had to do with, like, the belief system I had explained to him. And I will tell you, like, the way that my stomach dropped when he said that. And I'm like, I didn't say anything out loud. But, like, in my head, I'm like, I just told you about one of the worst things that could have happened to me. I nearly died of stress. And you're joking about it. You've made a joke at my expense, not only of my religious beliefs, but also about my personal experience. And I'm like, you can't be serious. And I just, like, nervously laughed. I'm like, yeah. And then I walked away. And at that time, I was alone. My friends went and got coffee at the coffee shop attached to the school because it was a rich fucking school. But, like, I walk out of the room and I'm just, like, fucking stunned. I'm like, I can't believe I had respect for him. Now, I did tell the same fact to a couple of my other teachers who I very much trusted when I was in school. One of them having been a computer teacher who taught my graphic design class and really, really loved my work that I did, so much so that he would brag. And him and the art teacher would compete to whose class I did better art for. And so the computer teacher I told, he's like, man, I get how that is. Dude, stress with school and everything can be really difficult. I'm glad you survived. And I'm like, I really appreciate that, man. He did end up leaving that school. He was a really great teacher, and I think he'll do great anywhere he goes. I also told my theater director. She was really great. She and her husband both worked at this school, and they were wonderful. They were like the ideal couple. They had multiple kids, and they still very much loved each other. And their kids were actually like decent people. I loved them. They were all great. And I told my theater director, and she was more lighthearted, but she didn't make fun of me. She's like, well, you know, at least you didn't die. And I'm like, you're right. You're right. She and her husband were always very sweet to me. They were very nice. They made comments and whatnot of like, man, you are just so funny. And at one point, the theater director's husband had apparently just gotten into the vehicle, and he was like, where did Haya come from? She's funny. And the next day, she told me about it, and it made me laugh. I was so happy. Like, they legitimately treated me very, very well. They were very kind to me. And I appreciate that. Especially with how, like, some of the other teachers had treated me. Like, the Spanish teacher fucking hated me. Because she's like, sex and gender are the same thing. And I'm like, well, no, they're not. Like, definition-wise, they're not the same thing. Because we were in Spanish, she's like, oh, well, they're gendered. And she made like a comment of like, I don't know. I can't remember how it got to it, but like she made the comment of like gender and sex are the same thing, and I'm like, I raised my hand. I'm like, no, they are not. And she's like, yes, they are. End of conversation. And I'm like, no, definition-wise, they're actually not the same. They have different definitions for a reason because there are multiple sexes, whereas there's like a couple of different genders, and it's important that we understand that difference, or else we're putting ourselves into a world where this is becoming important information and we don't understand what we're doing. And she was pissed. She did not like that, and she told me to go to the hall, which is stupid. I don't know. I think she's just insecure. She was a real bitch, though. I never really cared for her opinion anyway. My other Spanish teacher was pretty chill. She was also the volleyball coach for the volleyball team I was on in high school. But I will say, in high school, I didn't like volleyball. In middle school, I loved it. But when I got into high school, they were assholes. Like, I did tryouts. Well, okay. The night before tryouts for volleyball when I was in high school, my boyfriend broke up with me over the phone the day after I left the state. Because I in the summer, I lived in a different state than when I went to school. But I was like, yeah, no, I come back every summer. So, you know, I'll see you again in the summer or maybe during breaks and stuff. But, like, during the school year, I can't be, like, here. Because I went to the other state for work because they had, like, a lower age to work and stuff, which was super helpful. I was able to build up a little cash when I was younger and get a bit of savings, you know, whatever. But with so I'm like pausing to think my way through this. I went in for volleyball tryouts the next day after my boyfriend had broken up with me. And I'm like, I don't want to be in fucking volleyball. I don't want to be here right now. I don't care. And so I put no effort in. I didn't care. It's not like I intentionally flubbed it, but I was like, I didn't put in any effort whatsoever. So I basically did flub it intentionally. I did not care. And I was like, fine. I don't care if I don't get on the team. Whatever. I don't want to be here. Only to end up on a team anyway. Because apparently, they don't turn anyone down. And I'm like, you're fucking kidding, right? So there was the A team, of course, which is, you know, the normal, the primary team for the school. Then there's the B team, of course. Then there's the C team, which was the biggest team because, you know, that's just how it is. Then there's the fucking D team, which they only selected 6 people for. Just enough people to have a team. I was on the D team, but when that was announced, one of the people on the D team fucking left instantly. And I wanted to leave too, but I felt guilty. Also, doing a sport got me out of a gym credit, so I never had to do gym at school, which is, like, my number one thing. I did, like, women's fitness, though, because, like, they taught us how to use knives and stuff, and that was pretty handy. But, like, I'll never forget. I was so mad. I'm like, I don't want to be on this stupid team. I don't care. But I was like, you know what? I loved volleyball in middle school because, you know what, we weren't necessarily a good team at all. We barely ever won, and when we did win, it was pure luck. But it was super fucking fun to practice and to play with all of the other girls on the team, and I had the best time. However, the girls on the team with me were so fucking mean. They were mean to each other like crazy, including myself. They would sit and criticize each other, and in my head, I'm like, you got on this team too. Who are you to criticize? I flunked because I didn't care. I wanted to get off the team. I could not fucking believe it. There was this blonde bitch who would not stop criticizing everyone at any given, like, opportunity. I'm like, who are you? Who are you to tell me shit? I just realized there it is. There. But she would sit and criticize and be dumb, and I hated it. So it got to the point where I kind of got pissy, and I just, like, came up to her and I'm like, who are you to judge? You're on the same team as us. You failed too. She didn't like that. But I didn't care. It didn't matter to me. We lost every time, and even to just play a game against somebody else, we'd have to ask somebody from the C team to join us. Because we just didn't have enough players to play on our own. And I'm like, this is stupid. Middle school was fun because while we took the game seriously, we also cared about just enjoying ourselves. Our number one thing was actually enjoying ourselves. It makes me mad. So I just like... I kind of give up when it comes to some of those people. Because I'm like, I don't care what your opinion is. You're just going to be a bitch no matter what. So if you're going to sit and criticize my work, I don't know. Though I will say, I wasn't exactly great at volleyball. I didn't care. It was just fun for me. I couldn't even do, like, overhand spikes and serves and stuff because my arms weren't strong enough. Though to be fair, there was a reason for that. I was a very thin, small, frail child. So, it be like that sometimes. I can't complain too much. I was pretty happy. I'm realizing I'm rambling like a lot, and I really hope I'm not annoying. But you know, you did show up here, so suffer. Once I get this line art done, I might just stop the stream and call it a day so that I can go set up my bed and stuff. Because I'm excited. I want to start doing it just because I wanna switch out beds because it'll give me more space in my room. And that's what I'm excited about. Oy, sorry. I might actually just stop it right now because I've got like more hair things to do. I'll post it on my YouTube as soon as it's done. But I might just leave it here for now. Don't forget. My username is DJ Soul. Okay, hold on. DJ Slick. Bills, definitely. That is the one. DJ Slick. If you ever want to look me up, I'm on DeviantArt and Fur Affinity and whatnot. Just, you know, don't make too much fun of me. I'm sensitive. Anyway, that is all for now. Don't die, it's illegal. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Eat a lot, sleep a lot, drink a lot. I'm gonna go rest for a while before I start disassembling my bed. I am glad that you guys showed up. Much appreciated. I will see you all next time. Bye!